All right, guys, so today we are looking at adding and subtracting, okay? So when we look at that, when things have the same sign, okay, so that means same sign, that means you have two positive numbers or you have two negative numbers, okay? When they are the same sign, all you need to do is first add the numbers, okay? And then the answer is the same sign as the numbers, okay? Now, a lot of this is kind of verby, so you're like, oh, what do you mean? So let's look at some examples, and I think it'll really set itself out. So if you look here at example number 1, do you see how it is the numbers positive 10 and positive 6? They are both the same sign. So what that means is you add them together. Well, 10 plus 6 is 16. And guess what? They take the sign of both numbers. Well, both numbers were positive, so your answer is positive. Okay? Now, let's look at number 2. Number 2 is what? Negative 3 and negative 4. Here, it says, first thing we got to check, are both signs the same? Yes. So the first thing we do, we know we're adding the numbers. Well, 3 plus 4 is 7. But then, yes, you take the sign of both numbers. So they are both negative there. So that means your answer is negative 7. Good job. Okay. What about number 3?
They're the same sign.
They are the same sign. So 5 plus 6 would be 11.
Negative because
They are both negative, so it's got to be a negative number. Okay? And then the last one, are they the same sign?
Yes. 15.
So 15, they are both positive, so it stays 15. Okay? Now, the one that is slightly harder, okay, is when your signs are different. So that means you will have one positive and one negative, okay? When they are different, you want to subtract the numbers, okay? When they are different, you want to subtract the numbers. Then the answer is the same sign as which number? The biggest number, not including the negative, or not including the sign. Okay? So I'll show you what that means here in a second. All right? Is when you think about the biggest number, you think about, hey, what number is purely the biggest? Don't count whether it's negative or positive. All right? So let's look at some examples that go with this. All right? Okay? These examples that are right below. So the first one, you have positive 10 and negative 3. Those signs are different. So we need to subtract. 10 minus 3 is 7. But then you have to look. Well, which number is bigger, 10 or 3? 10. 10 is positive.
So you keep it positive.
You keep it positive. Y'all got it. Okay. Looking at example 2. Here, again, a negative 9, a positive 4. Okay. Well, they're different. 9 minus 4 is 5.
But it's negative because 9 is...
9 is bigger than 4, and 9 has a negative with it. So you are absolutely correct. Good job. All right. Then again, you have a negative 9 and a positive 6. What number am I going to write down?
Negative 3.
I'm going to write 3, and it is going to be negative. Okay? And then the last one, positive 12, negative 4.
8 positive.
8 positive. You are correct. Okay? All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause this. And I want you all to work on this on your own. Well, before I pause this, I'm going to work one of these. Okay? I'm going to work number 4. It's just because it's the first one. This is the one trick we haven't talked about. And you've probably seen this before, but I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Okay? Looking at number 4, what does the problem say? 14 minus a negative 13. Here's the one trick you've got to be ready for. When you have minus a negative number, does anybody know what that does? It makes it into a positive. You're absolutely correct. I will always say 2 negatives make a positive. How I denote that is I will actually write in there and make them both plus signs. So if you're ever looking at my work and you see where it becomes a plus sign and another plus sign, that just means I had 2 negatives and I made it a positive.
So if it's like two, so if it's 2 positives, like as that,
No, if it's 2 positives, it's always going to stay 2 positives. The only thing that is 2 negatives will make a positive number. Okay? So here, that means I have 14 and positive 13, which are the same number. So you add them together, you get 27. Since they're both positive, it stays positive. Okay? So I want y'all to check that out. Know that one, see that one. All right? So what I'm going to do is give y'all a few minutes to go ahead and finish these practice problems. Ready, set, go.